Welcome back to the live replay, everyone. Today is June 10th, and I'm just updating my B grade listings here. So let me see here. We have 3 petal pink to add, of the empty journals, that is. And the pre-made journals, 1 petal pink to add. I think we're good. Let's get everything set up here. So today we've got 2 journals to pack, and then we will be working on March here in Jayda's journal. Let me show you guys where we are at. Hey Elysian, hey Linz. How are you guys? January's New Year's theme. And Katie, if you are here, let me know. Katie just placed an order a few minutes ago, and that's the one that we are gonna pack. So let me know if you're here, Katie. I'm doing well, Emma. How are you? March. Hey, Lynette. All right, that is where we left off. Now, I want to do Katie's journals ASAP so that we can get into here, but actually maybe I should just start with this and wait for Katie because she was here yesterday and she's here like all the time. Oh yeah, so we've got 1 name page to do for her. All right, sorry, I'm looking between Katie's order and this one. Why don't we go ahead and just get going with some of the spacing here. So I already did the little gray dots for the spacing, and we know that in the margins we're going to put colorful doodles. I'm thinking we just do a black outline for the boxes because we've been using black as our outline color everywhere else. So that's what I'm going to start with, and then we will work on the weekly spreads at least until Katie gets here, and we'll see where we go from there. How is everyone's Wednesday going? Hey Mama Bear, hey Ellie. My day's going pretty good. Yeah, what did we do this morning? I did some baking. We've got our church group meets tonight for our last one before the summer holidays, so I'm bringing a dessert for that. So I did that. We have Carson. There was a tornado yesterday. It didn't touch down close to us, but I've been seeing it all over my feed of like, yeah, it touched down in a, not in a town, I don't think it did much damage, but near a town that's close to ours. Oh, just a rhubarb cake, Anna. I've got so much rhubarb. I have 1 rhubarb plant, but man, it is hyperactive. I can't keep up with it. Yeah, we didn't have a tornado where we were. It was quite windy and it was like thunderstormy and stuff. And it's been like that off and on for the past week probably. But nothing too crazy, just wind and rain. Hey Gail. Oh, Glass Siren, thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, Carson? Wait, I forget where you're from. And you don't need to share if you don't want to, but... Okay, I thought it was Illinois. I don't know why that stuck in my head. I've met one person in my life from Illinois, and he was from a small town. I think it's a small town. Now you guys are gonna be like, oh, that's a big city. I know nothing about Illinois. I just remember he was from Anna, Illinois, and he had a... I didn't realize that people from Illinois, I'm sure not all of them, but have a southern accent. He had a very strong southern accent from Anna, Illinois. I have been to the States plenty, yes. I live like less than an hour away from the States. Like we're very far south in Canada. So growing up, like I went to tons of volleyball tournaments there. Our family would always do like our little holidays down to the States. Went to Mall of America a few times, and Noah's Ark Water Park and Wisconsin Dells. Those were some of our favorite like road trip spots. Oh, Lynette's from Illinois too. Okay, cool. Oh, you guys are losing the Chicago Bears? That's actually a team that I've heard of, which is pretty good because I don't really follow that as well. At all, not as well. When I was a babysitter when I was like 12, the dad at that house was a huge Chicago Bears fan. That's like the only reason I can even place that in my head, because he had jerseys all over the walls, helmets. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a clue. I do not follow. Oh, wow. Now they're gonna move. Just not enough, like, interest, not enough, I don't know, money coming in, I guess. We lost our NHL team here for years and then got it back a little while ago. And by a little while, I guess that's like over 10 years now. We call it soccer in Canada. Because, yeah, we play American football as well here. We have the Canadian Football League, the CFL. So we still call that football and then call soccer soccer. Sorry, Mama Bear. That's not something that I offer right now, like a partial custom journal. I do have my month stamps, if you want to grab a set of stamps and stamp in your own months in calligraphy. But I don't do any internal pages unless it's going to be a full custom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Hey, Candy Pie. Okay, actually, before I start doing all the lines, I have a question. So these boxes are going to be the 7 days of the week and then a notes box. I'm just trying to see if we've done this already. Okay, so we could, oh yeah, we have done both styles. So we could do like a big number and then stamp the day like layered on top of the number up at the top, cycling through some of our rainbow colors. Maybe let's take a poll actually. Is there a moderator here? If not, I can start the poll. But so option 1 in our upcoming poll for these weekly spreads that are part of the Lucky Charms theme. Option 1 is going to be to do a big marker number at the top in one of our rainbow colors and then stamp the day of the week layered on top of that. That's going to be option 1. I'm not seeing a poll or a mod, so I'm just going to quickly start one while I try to say the second option. The second option is going to be more like February, but we would just do solid fill of the top little bar with some of our rainbow colors. So instead of doing patterns, we would just do solid, but cycle through our rainbow colors for that. So option 1 is to do big numbers in our rainbow colors and then stamp the day like layered on top of there. And then option 2 is going to be to color in the bar at the top, kind of like we did here, and then put the date and the day in that colored section. Those are the 2 options in the poll above. Go ahead and vote in that little blue and white clipboard icon while I keep drawing in these boxes. Sorry, Lauren, they don't have a discount code at the moment. Option 1? Oh yes. Oh wow, by a lot. Okay, cool. Sounds good. I wanted to figure that out now, because then if option 2 had won, I would draw that line in while I'm drawing all of these other lines, but don't need to worry about that. Oh, you must be, Ashley. I haven't been seeing comments in ages. It's funny that it, like, when you say I'm being filtered, that comment comes through. I feel like we've had that a few times in the last few days. Lala, we are working on a custom journal order for Jayda. So right now we're working on March, but it's a full year journal for 2027. So we've done January, and we've done February, and then we started March a couple days ago, and it's a Lucky Charms theme. So right now I'm just drawing in the boxes for her weekly spreads. Thanks for the follow, Karin. No, Raina, this is all done by hand on the live streams together. I do have a printed option. If you've seen my reels or anything before, or TikToks, I guess. Thanks for the follow, Josie. I do have a printed option, which I also drew by hand, but then had printed into journals. This is my, like my most regular seller. And then these I just do one at a time. So I've got a full custom option that's only available one at a time. And then I have these that are like 1/10 of the price and they're available all the time. All right. And I don't think I've seen Katie here yet. Josie, thanks for the follow. Katie B, if you are here, your order is next in the queue. So just let me know that you're here. All right, I'm gonna do the numbers. We have enough colors that I could do a different one every day. So maybe we should just do that. Oh, you are here. Okay, cool. Just need to get the starting day right for each week, which I think I can do in my head, but I can never be too sure. Thanks for sharing the live, Elle. Oh, really, Ashley? That's, interesting. Can you message me on Instagram? And we'll work through that. But that is bizarre. I've never heard that before. They do the, oh, no, I wasn't paid. They do the, what's it called? $4 brokerage fee thing sometimes. But that one's wild. But yeah, that's not something I can really resolve with you on a live stream, so feel free to message me on Instagram or email. I know, Lynn. I think I feel bad. So my husband works from home too. And so when I'm on my live, he's kind of on duty, I guess, if the boys are causing trouble during nap, which unfortunately it sounds like they're doing. And I always feel bad because I always try to wait long enough to start the live that, like, if there's going to be any issues, maybe I can get ahead of them so that he doesn't need to go in there. But sounds like there's some drama in the nap room up there. Oh, good, Shirley. I am glad. 20 minutes probably, Shirley, not too long. This is the first thing that we've done was I drew the boxes on her weekly spreads and now we're putting the dates on. So you haven't missed much. And we do have an order for Katie. We've got 2 journals to pack up for her. Thanks for the follow, Chamomile. Jess, you're making me panic now. Why do you say that? $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, $21. I think we're looking okay. $22, $23, $24, $25, $26, $27, $28. Okay, you guys, you can't make me panic like that. This is the to-do box. It's all right. I know you're trying to stop me from making further mistakes, but there's 7 days on each week. 7 days, a notes box, to-do box. Oh boy. I'm wondering if I should go up there and help, but that might just make it worse at this point. I just feel bad because, you know, he's the one who's actually on the clock, but he's, you know, just working on his computer, so it's easier for him to step away if there's like small things in the nap. But this doesn't sound like a small thing. Thank you for the follow, Catherine. Hey, Nicole. Check 21 and 22. 21 and 22. Don't try to correct things that aren't on the page you can currently see, because we're just going to get all confused if you're thinking maybe you saw something but you didn't. I do get lost occasionally, but not always. I think we're okay this time. I'm pretty sure I already did the counting, right? 15 to 21, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I think we're clear. I don't think there's any reason for alarm. Perfect. Yeah, this is a fun layout, hey? I know, and then we're gonna fill the sides. We'll write March somewhere on the sides and then fill them with Lucky Charms doodles. And I'm thinking for the to-do box, I do have like a tasks or to-do stamp. I can't remember if there's both. Oh, let me just look. Oh, there's both, to-do or tasks. So I could just do the to-do stamp and then it will match well with the days of the week. So maybe that's what I'll do. The custom ones, not Ari, are around $500 for the hours that go into them, and that is why I have the pre-printed ones as well, which are $50. Those ones are available anytime. Oh man, I'm so sorry, you guys. My husband's up there I feel so bad whenever this happens. My oldest is, he can be trouble during nap. Well, both of them can be trouble during naps. Oh. I thought maybe I heard steps coming down. I mostly just feel bad for my husband because I don't want him to have to deal with this while he's working. No, they're not protesting the naps. It's usually if he's done something that he's not supposed to do during his nap. Like be mean to his little brother or something, and then we have to go in there and then we'll take away his book or something because he gets to take a book with him into the nap, and then he gets mad. So it's usually yeah, he was mean to brother or something along those lines. We take something away because of that, and then he loses his mind. Not every day, obviously. You guys don't usually hear him, but it happens. Lisa. So Lisa, the lesson there is just to make the good choice and not hurt your brother, okay? That's the choice you made. Then no one will take your book away. All right, done the days of the week. Let's stamp on to do as well. For those who are new, I feel like it looks like I'm cheating. This is all my handwriting turned into stamps. It just saves me time. It's still handmade. If you've only been here for like the past 10 minutes and all you've seen me do is stamp and claim that these are handmade, don't worry. We do a lot by hand, but these are huge time savers for me. All right, let me take a quick sip of tea. And we got to figure out what to do with the side panels here. So we want to put March. Sorry, let me sip my tea before trying to decide what to do with the side panels. March somewhere. And so far, the only font that we've really used for like big headings has been this rainbow one up here. So we could definitely do that again, but flip it sideways and do like March all along the side here, and then doodles on this side, like the Lucky Charms doodles just on one side. We could do a different font. Let me see. We could do some kind of like bubbly font that would be then stacked, like M-A-R-C-H, instead of doing flipping the page sideways. And then we could mix some Lucky Charms around that. Sideways rainbow, yes from you. Every page a different color March. Yeah, we could do that kind of thing as well. Yeah, it's a very narrow space for even like stacked calligraphy, so I don't even think that would work well in this case. But yes, you can find the link in my bio, Leanne, or RyleeAutumn.com is for the journals, but the stamps, you'll want to go through the link in my bio, because those are sold through Contact Crafts. First option. All right, well, I can do a little poll here, and then of course Jayda or Ashley, if one of you guys want to say a preference, we can just veto the poll. But let's do a little poll here. So option number 1 is going to be to have this same heading style sideways along the page, and then we'll sprinkle Lucky Charms here, maybe some over here if we need a filler, I'm not sure. But yeah, that will be option 1. Option 2, let's say option 2 would be, I'm just trying to think. I don't love doing calligraphy letters M-A-R-C-H. You know, I like doing printed letters like that, but to do this style of font like that would not be my first choice. So let's make number 2 the bubble letter things. So yeah, we would have some kind of like balloon-ish, bubbly-ish letter M-A-R-C-H moving down the page here. That will be option 2. And then option 3, let's say calligraphy, but each page would have just one color, but it would be a different color on each page. Kind of like we did for May and Ashley's journal, where we did like only purple flowers on the first week, only blue flower, you know? Those are all the options I can think of right now. So let's just do that. Okay, so option 1 is going to be this same font style, sideways over here, and then doodles over here, maybe a little bit here. That's option 1. Option 2 is going to be some kind of bubble letter that goes M-A-R-C-H, and then again, the Lucky Charms doodles where needed. And then option number 3, we're going to do calligraphy as well, but just one color instead of rainbow colors, and then each week would have a different color. So that's going to be option 3. So 1 is the same as this, 2 is the bubble letter variation, and then 3 is like this, but only one color per week. Please put your votes in that little blue and white poll up there. Let me know what you think. Okay, option 1. Sounds good. Gonna get my ink out of the way here. Done with that for another month. All right. So we'll do March going all down this side. I'm gonna make it nice and big. Thanks for the follow, Alicia. Oh, puzzle piece? No, I haven't been on that long yet, but thank you. I'll have to check again in like half an hour. Or like maybe 25 minutes. All right, and then we're gonna add that colored highlight, but for now, I'm just gonna do each page with the black pen. This is the Tombow Fudenosuke. Yes, Mary. When did you bullet journal? And when did you stop? How long have you been on a break? Oh boy. He is likely being brought down here, so it could get a lot louder in the near future. Sorry, you guys. So he's 3 turning 4. He definitely doesn't need a nap anymore, but he still falls asleep most days. But when they're in there together, they can keep each other up for hours. So lately we've been giving them kind of an hour and a half, and if they don't fall asleep in the same room within an hour and a half, we've been separating them and bringing him down here to either read books quietly or fall asleep on the couch. Oh yes, it's supposed to be nap time already. My husband's up there with them. But yeah, they will play together, like I said, for hours. An hour, hour and a half is kind of the minimum. All right. They do come to Bible study with us, yeah. Yeah, it's there's 2 other kids around their age in the Bible study. So they have fun with that. No, not yet, Paige. Anytime. It is starting to get a little dry, yep. I've got them stockpiled though, so don't worry. I've got like 4 on standby for when this one dries up, because I know that I'll need them and it's easier to buy them in bulk. Your newborn is fighting. Oh, how old is your baby? I've got a new one coming soon and I'm starting to feel a little bit anxious. Thanks for the follow, Nikki and Flower. I love having a new baby, but it is hard. I definitely find the baby stage harder than any other stage that I've experienced so far. So I'm very excited, but also a little bit of dread just for the battles I know are coming with sleep and whatnot. 3 weeks. Aw, is that your first? The black one that I've been using for this spread is the Tombow Fudanovsky, Sonia. This is one of the items in the journal kits. Oh, my first absolutely kicked my butt. Yeah, that was 0 to 1 was definitely the hardest transition for me, but I think like 1 to 2, the newborn stage was still hard. The transition was fine. My son did great, like my toddler son at that point. He did awesome. He loved having a baby brother. He was so good about it. But just having a new baby is not for the faint of heart. Thanks for the follow, heart. Thank you, K. Marie. Okay, wait, Ellie, how old is yours now? I don't remember where you're at. Thank you, Sarah. About 2 months, okay. Oh, the 2-month stage I found very difficult because they get so much more wakeful, you know, like newborn stage is hard, but at least they're very sleepy, you know, like they're very snuggly, very sleepy. Around 2 months, mine got so much more like actively fighting sleep and just being extra cranky. I remember 8 weeks with both of my boys was a tough stage. Yeah, they get curious, suddenly they get picky. It's like, come on, you've been sleeping like this for the only 8 weeks that you've been out of the womb. Why is this a problem now? You know? But yeah, they're so sweet. I love babies. Love snuggling, love holding them, but it's a challenge for sure. Yes, 15 months. I love the age 1 to like 2.5 is such a fun age. That's probably been my favorite or like easiest age so far, I would say. I just love trying to like understand everything and say everything, and their little voices are so cute. That's where my younger one is at right now. His talking is so precious. He narrates everything in his cute little voice. Andrea, 16 months and already No is the favorite. That's funny. Yeah, my younger one, yeah, he picked up on No faster than my older one did, just because, you know, he's got the older one around, but it's not his favorite. He pulls it out every now and then, but yeah, his favorite thing to do is like when he's feeling mad, he'll just like try to disagree with you as directly as possible. So the older boy would be like, I'm gonna play with magnet tiles. No, you can't play with magnet tiles anymore. Anymore is like his fighting words. He pulls that out all the time, but it's just too cute to take him seriously still. Whereas the older one, when he gets mad, he's like, I don't love you anymore. It's like, okay, that hurt. That hurts. Wait, why did I skip a green here? And I'm gonna go far away and never come back. I would rather you just say any mo like you used to. Yeah, Megan. Yeah, I know. It's like, where do you come up with that? Like, you've never heard me say that to you. You've never heard anyone say that to anyone, you know, don't love you anymore. How did you think to say that? And can you please stop? But yeah, that's how the older one acts up, is I don't love you anymore. And I'm gonna run away and move far away and live with a different family, and you won't find me. It's like, okay, you're actually making me cry here. And then they completely forget about it, you know? And just move on like nothing happened, which, I mean, is probably for the best, but It's just wild when they flip that switch and it's like, okay, back to normal. Queen duck bowl. Wait until they're older. Oh, you're funny. Aw, that's sweet, Ellie. Ooh, this style of lettering takes a while. Just all the different color swaps. That's all right, we're almost there. All right, time to add some charms to this side. And then I'm wondering if maybe we could do like some of these little cereal-ish doodles on this side if we feel like it still needs something. But for now, I'm gonna start with the charms. I just want to take a quick sip of my tea. All right. Oh, thank you so much, Shanani. We're just working on her March theme. So for January, we did a New Year's theme. And then for February, we did a Valentine's theme. And now we are working on a Lucky Charms theme. Thanks for the follow, Hannah. Amanda, thank you so much. Emily, Danny, thank you guys for following along. Are you all new here? If so, come say hi. My name is Rylee. Regan, yes, I have. So in my shop, I do one custom journal at a time, which is what this is. And it takes quite a while because I only work on it when I'm on the live stream, which is when my kids are napping or sleeping. Or you can buy the empty journals or this pre-made one, which is also completely drawn by hand, but it's just like a coloring book and a bullet journal in one. So yeah, I am just working on a custom using one of the journals from my shop for Jayda. All right, next charm, let's do the pot of gold. Oh, thanks, Amanda. Carolina, thank you for the follow. Jayla, we're working on a custom bullet journal. So this is going to be a 12-month bullet journal for Jayda to use for all of 2027. So she chose the themes. For January, she chose this pink New Year's theme. For February, she chose a Valentine's theme with lots of pinks and reds. And then for March, she chose a Lucky Charms theme. And right now we're doing the weekly spreads. I know, Jalem. But this is for 2027 because I only take one order at a time and it takes over a month to complete. And I'm taking a big chunk of the year off because I've got a baby coming any minute. So I'm only taking a handful of orders this year, like probably max, I don't know, 6. So they don't need to start at the beginning of a year, but so far people have been choosing to start them in 2027. It's true though, we are already like halfway through 2026, which is wild. Feels like it just started. What are you talking about? It's gonna take forever. Now I'm lost. The journal is gonna take the usual amount of time. You just can order it in advance. Thanks for the follow, Nate. Veronica, thank you. We've got a lot of new faces here today. For those of you who are new, do you bullet journal or color or have other crafty hobbies? Oh, hey Christine. How's it going? Were you here yesterday? We did another Lisa Frank name page. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, Christine started the Lisa Frank movement over here. Oh yes, I'll have to go grab it for you. Just give me a sec. Well, more than a sec. I kind of just want to get through this. Oh, thanks, Lily. Yeah, we do have to outline everything. This one is going to take a while to finish up. Thanks for the follow, Michaela. Hey, Kelly. I've been on, oh, good reminder, almost an hour. I should check again in a few minutes for the puzzle piece. Oh, April's theme reveal. I don't actually remember. I would have to check my form. If Ashley or Jayda remembers, they can say. If not, I can check my form once we're done this, but Jalen, thanks for the follow, but you're given spammy vibes here. So you can just participate nicely, or we may have to get you out of here. I know, that's the thing, is like, if you're actually 6, get out of TikTok, and if you're not 6, don't lie about it. That's not funny. So either way, not really supposed to be here. Sorry, Jalem. I tried to be patient, but we're gonna have to say goodbye. I always feel bad getting rid of people because it's like, it's not like he was being mean or anything, but yeah, if you're actually 6, you shouldn't be here, and if you're pretending to be 6, you also shouldn't be here. Because who comes onto social media platform and pretends to be like a child? I don't know, that just seems sketchy to me. Thanks for the follow. Has anyone ever got blocked from a live? If so, what did you do? I haven't blocked a lot of people, but I did mute one person who was just not giving, just kept giving too many ideas that just were not helpful and not agreeing with any of my ideas. And I was like, okay, I don't actually need your ideas. I'm here, you know, I don't know. But then she really was hurt by that. So then I was like, I need to not mute people just because they're bugging me. But, oh, what does your husband do? That's funny. I have gotten kicked out of a few lives. But that's because my algorithm, you know, I run this little business from home. My algorithm is so heavy on the work for yourself, boss babe, that kind of stuff. And so I keep getting live streams of, you know, people who are like teaching you how to make money from home. And there was this one where like her little blurb at the top was, make 100% passive income from month one, this many dollars a month. And I came and I left one comment. I was like, if it's 100% passive, why are you live streaming right now? Because, you know, I know you're not just doing this for fun. And she kicked me out instantly. And then, yeah, there have been a few similar situations where they're just making like absurdly dumb claims. Like, I know that it takes a lot of work to make money online. And unfortunately, some people in the live wouldn't know that. Like, that it 100% passive. No, why do you think she's on a live stream talking to you? It's not because she's bored. It's because you paying for her thing makes her money. She's just trying to save someone a few $100. But she wasn't having it. Okay, yes, Christy, me too. I know, because I'm like, yeah, I am all for learning how to monetize your hobby, but the bait that they use to lure people into teaching them that is just, like, some of it's just wild. And so if I see that, I can't help myself. All right, which charms do we have left? We've got the rainbow, the pink heart, the blue moon. What else? Rainbow, pink heart, blue moon. Is that it? Okay. Phew. The end is near. Let's fit at least one rainbow on each page. Oh, puzzle piece. I just checked it now. And it's not there. Yes, rainbow, pink heart, blue moon. Those are the ones I have in my brain that need to be done. The rainbow one is my least favorite right now. That's why I'm not doing as many. Oh yeah, the green hat needs the clover. Thank you. Yes, that is true. Other color on the rainbow. We had the light green and then the purple. Yes, it is a Lucky Charms theme. We're gonna add an outline to them yet. I just haven't made it that far. No puzzle piece yet. So maybe it's not gonna hit us today. Okay, clover. All right, now we'll do a couple of blue moons on each page. Thanks for the follow, Jalissa. Oh, thanks, Lily. Yeah. All right, some hearts, and then we have got a lot of outlining to do. Oh, someone asked for a flip through? Sorry, yes. I can totally do a flip through. Of this journal, right? Due in just a few weeks, boss lady. Alright, buckle up because we've got a lot of outlining to do. I don't see them still here. If you were asking for a flip through, well, you know what? I'll just do a quick flip through, sorry. We'll make it quick. January 2027. This is Jayda's custom journal order. So she asked for this pink New Year's theme for January. Anna, thank you for the follow. And then for February, she wanted a Valentine's theme going with this stamps layout. And then March is what we're currently working on, and this is the Lucky Charms theme. Thank you, lambs. not sure pause and passies. I always just wait and see, because my husband's usually the one who can actually tell when they fall asleep on the days when I'm on live. When I'm not live in the afternoon, then I make the call, but it's just my little one that we really care about napping at least an hour and a half. So if the bigger one took a long time, but the little one was already sleeping, then I don't bother. Because he is definitely big enough to skip his nap and be unfazed. Still no puzzle piece. I think we might be getting a pass today. All right, page 3 of 5 for outlining. Yeah, this isn't taking too long. Oh, April's theme. I think Jayda was saying tulips. I don't remember. I've got it on her form, which I'll pull up when we need it, but she was thinking tulips. All right, 4 of 5. Thanks, Christine. Alright, I know you guys can't see the other side of the spread very well while I'm outlining this over here. But our next decision is whether or not we want to add anything. Sorry, I'm trying to make it so that you can see the whole journal. I feel like it looks okay the way it is, but if we wanted to, we could add some of these little like cereal-ish doodles, maybe to this side with the letters or something. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I've got just a little bit more outlining to do. And then we'll move on to that if we decide to add anything. And then we'll do Katie's journal order, and then we'll plan April. That will be our order of events. See you, Elysian. All right, last page here for outlining. All right, so far sounds like you guys are leaning towards adding cereal. So we'll do that in just a minute. Thanks for the follow, Abby. Okay, just gotta stretch for 1 sec after all of those little doodles. Okay, and then we can add a few little cereal doodles to the March side. Did I miss a, oh, you're right. I feel like I'm just doing this to see if you guys are paying attention. Just kidding. But I feel like that would be a better excuse than I just forget something small on every page and I actually can't help it. Just a little bit of cereal-ish doodles. Oh no, I haven't showed it to her yet, Lynette. Do you happen to remember your order number offhand? If not, no worries. I can look it up on my computer. But if you remember it, then I'll just go grab your bin so that she can see it. Okay, 75. Yeah, I can grab that. All right. That is a wrap for March. Let me do a quick flip through of the month, and then I'm gonna go grab Lynette's order to show Christine, and then we'll pack Katie's order. So here's March. We started with the title page, calendar page, sleep and mood trackers, and then we got into the weekly spreads. And this is what we've done so far today. So about an hour and 15-20 minutes it took us to do all 5 weekly spreads. Now I'm gonna go grab 1775 so that I can show you Lynette's journal. So yeah, Christine started a Lisa Frank trend over here a few months ago. And so this is what Lynette did for her name page. She did like bubble letters or balloon style letters with the rainbow leopard print. All right, and next we have Katie's order for 1 regular Glacier Blue journal and 1 B grade Glacier Blue journal. So let me grab those for Katie, and we'll pack up her journals and her mystery kits. All right, so the B grade one is just gonna go in the bin. This one, oh yeah, had a little bit of discoloring, I think there as well. And then we've got a regular B grade journal, and this one is gonna have a name page. So, oh, were you trying to get a pink B grade? Because I did add some more today. Yes, I can add a Tombow to yours, Katie. I can also swap your blue for pink if you were wanting pink. Your B grade one if you want. Okay, so we're doing a sushi themed name page. I will need to look up pictures of that because I always forget how I draw that. I would have that saved on my Instagram though, hey? Yes, I shared Janelle's March theme in March of this year, I'm pretty sure. Yes, here, why don't I just screenshot my own picture for some sushi doodle ideas? But you wanted a bright red, hey? Oh, perfect. Okay, well just, yeah, Katie, if you want to swap for a pink, I totally can. But yeah, let's personalize your name page here. So your name and the soy sauce, you want a bright red. What if I use the Tombow red that we did for Megan's name yesterday with the leopard print? Is that the kind of bright red you're looking for? Or option 2 would be the one that we used for the Lucky Charms theme. Okay, perfect. Let's do that. Rennie, you know what? I don't have an exact plan. I'm thinking this week and next week as just continue as normal, and then from there, I am not sure. But yeah, it could be any day or it could be in like a month. So, okay, red for the soy sauce and her name. Let me just, sorry, I'm just pulling up my picture here for reference. Oh, and my photos. Okay, perfect. So we're doing name in bright red, match with the soy sauce lid, all on one line. soy sauce, wasabi, chopsticks, sushi, bowl of ramen or miso, and some of the doodles, please. Okay, cool. So Katie all on one line in red. Ray, if you're in the US, just go to RyleeAutumn.com. Etsy, yeah, the only place I can't ship to through Etsy is the US. Doodaloo's spread was so cute. I agree. Her little soy sauce fish. She always has such great themes. Yes, I love her stuff. She's one of my favorites. Doodaloo, Ivana Journals, and Faye Journals. She's one that I just recently discovered, but her stuff is gorgeous too. There are so many. I'm sure I don't even know. Lots of them that I would love if I knew them. Oh, what's her name? I don't know how to pronounce it. Maha. Tell me if you know who I'm talking about. MAJA_REKA. Have you guys seen her on Instagram? Because her journals are stunning too. But like totally out of my league. I don't even know where to start with that style of art. Like she is next level. The shadow one is N89. All right, let's do some soy sauce in our little bottle. No problem, Annie. Okay, soy sauce, wasabi. Faye Journals. Hers is a very minimalistic style, but very cute. Oh wait, I'm drawing pots of gold here. This should have a little swoop at the top. Yeah, Faye Journals. I just discovered her recently, but her stuff is very cute. Okay, what else did you have on the list here? Chopsticks, sushi, and a bowl of ramen or miso soup. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can do that as well. Actually, maybe I'll do a green bowl. The discount code is live stream for 10% off. All right, soy sauce, wasabi, chopsticks, sushi. Haven't even done a sushi yet. Let's do one of, where's the color that I want for this one? That little salmon color. piece of salmon on top of here. And then fill the middle. And this is an outline in black theme for sure, so I'll have to go in and do that. Sounds good, Katie. Thanks for the follow. Okay, let's put one more thing over here. I love doodling those little tempura shrimp, so maybe I'll doodle one of those right over here. Tails to it. Okay. And I feel like I need to put one other thing up here because it's just the bowl. So maybe let's do a normal shrimp. All right, now let's add a little bit of detail and outlines and white gel pen. And what do you guys think about a thin black line drop shadow? Right where the gray is, just like kind of on the inside line of the gray. What do you think about that? Yes to the drop shadow, yes to the drop shadow. Okay, sounds good. What about a sparkle? Maybe a black sparkle. Like a filled sparkle, you know what I mean? What about that? Hey, Audrey. All right, I'm gonna take a quick sip of tea. I feel like it needs a sparkle. Maybe even a red border. It's definitely gonna get some white gel pen, don't worry. But before we even get there, Oh, sorry, Shanice. I don't have a digital bullet journal this year. I've done them the past few years, but not this year. All right, let's do white gel pen. Hey, Ilya. Hi, Neon. All right. There is Katie's name page. Now, Katie, I'm going to do 2 kits for you for your 2 journals. And Katie is definitely ready for some sort of free treat from all of her orders with us lately. So what are we going to do for you, Katie? If you have an idea of what you would like, I could do cover design, charms, refund your shipping for you. Let me see, what else could I do? I do have some Rylee Autumn stamps still available. Let me grab your journal kit items. So I'm gonna do 5 items and a Tombow Fudenosuke, just so we for sure get that in here, because this is like 2 kits combined. So since it's a freebie, the kits are only 3 items this week. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's getting like 2 of our free 3-item journal kits combined. You have all the stamps. Okay, so check that one off the list. All right, Serif Stamps is the first one. I do ship worldwide. Let me grab your Tombow Fudenosuke while I'm over here. I ship to the US and Canada through my website, RyleeAutumn.com, but then I ship all over the place through my Etsy shop if you're not in either of those countries. Fine liners. This is our last pack of fine liners that Katie got. To take those out of rotation. Here we go. 3 sizes for you. Then we've got a ruler with centimeters for doing your spacing. And then black gel pen. An extra Tombow? Yes. Sure can. And then a cover design. What would you like for your cover design? I'll make a note of it on your order here. Cover design just on one or on both journals? And just let me know what you'd like. And then for the final item, we're gonna do a handful of stickers. All right, we'll just grab you a bunch of assorted stickers. I dropped one into here. I got a very cute like blue set that I love. Just a good mix. All right, there we go. Whatever sushi design. Okay, Katie with the piece of sushi. Just one on the sushi. Okay, sounds good. I know I have had a cough forever, and I don't think it's gonna go away until I get this baby out of here at this rate. So I'm just kind of grinning and bearing it. There is Katie's journal kit. Let me make a note here. Okay, so Katie with sushi for the cover design. Save that. All right. Thank you so much for your order, Katie. Let me put that up on the shelf for you. And I think that's our only order for today, unless I missed any that came through. But that does still leave us time to at least prepare for April. I'm not sure if we'll actually get started on April, but we do have time to prepare for April in Jayda's journal. So let me put this on the shelf. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. No problem, Katie. Okay, let me tuck a few of these markers away. We are gonna head over to Jayda's Pinterest board next to start planning for her April theme. And let me just confirm on my Google form that I sent her. That it is tulips. Let's see. Yes, tulips, spring colors. Perfect. All right, I'll put these back in the box. And let's go into her Pinterest here to look at inspiration for the tulips. Just give me 1 second to pull up her profile. Jayda. Oh, thank you so much for your order, whoever just placed one. Let me mark that down. We are almost at 150. We blew past our 100 journal goal a couple of weeks ago already. Thank you guys so much for your orders. All right, let's scroll through her Pinterest board for a second. Oh, another order. Thank you so much. Okay, we hit 150. Wow, thank you all for the orders. I truly appreciate it. All right, let me screenshot all of her April related pictures. Oh, Martha's journal. Yes, she's got lots of great themes on Instagram. Okay. So those are the 4 tulips photos that we've got saved on Jayda's board here. And Jayda, you can let me know what you're thinking for colors. You can also let me know if you want to like lock one of these in as your cover page, or if we should go the usual route of kind of looking for different layout options. The B grade journals, Shanice, have a small issues. Usually what it is that they were dropped in shipping, so one of the corners is like kind of smushed a little bit. they've all been quite minor. A few of them, the issue is that I made a mistake on the name page or something. So it's gonna have someone else's name. You can cut it out, you can glue it together, whatever. Most of them, that's the issue, and then everything else is normal. Wait, how does the traveling journal thing work? I thought you just needed one journal. Or do you all need a journal? All right, I am not seeing anything from Jayda at the moment, so I'm just gonna go look at some more tulips doodles and then some potential cover page layouts. And then we will piece together this theme and color palette. That's another thing I'm curious about. She did say spring colors. That's a cute one. I always love this tulips theme too, by Malik Journals. Ugh. I turned the volume up accidentally on my iPad so I could hear my own live playing back at me. Okay. I feel like we probably have enough inspiration for drawing the tulips themselves. So I want to pick out a color palette. I also will choose a title page layout. So let me see if I can find a few. This one's cute, but it already uses tulips, so I don't think I'll put that as an option. Okay, here's a similar kind of one. I'm not Lila Journals, so it would not look this magical and whimsical. Her art is amazing, but we could do something similar where there's like a couple of tulips in here, the title, a little calendar, some washi tape, Dutch door, you know, we can still make it similar. But of course it would not be identical. Let's scroll down from here maybe. See if we can find some other pages that would work well as a tulips theme. We could do something like this with tulips drawn up here and then April instead of goals. And we could color it, like it wouldn't have to be black and white. That's pretty. That gives us 2 Dutch door options though. So I'm gonna start looking for options that are not Dutch doors. I think I need to just click on one that's not a Dutch door because it's giving me so many Dutch door options now. We could do something like this, although I would maybe do this not as a Dutch door because I was just saying no more Dutch door options. I mean, if she wanted it as a Dutch door, we could, but just to bring in craft paper, we could do that. Let's see. I'm just gonna click a different one to get a different vibe for our inspiration, cover page inspiration. And sorry, I can't see comments when I'm on Pinterest here. So I'll get back to your comments in just a moment if I'm missing anything. This one would be cute. I would change that up, like make it a couple of tulips or something. I wouldn't want to do it exactly the same, different colors or different position, but similar. Okay. Well, we've got ideas. I feel like some of them are a bit too similar, but we do have ideas. I'm gonna go back into TikTok now so that I can see what comments I've been missing. And then maybe we can choose. Oh, you do like a Dutch door? Okay. Perfect. Okay, wait, which, was there one specific one? Okay, Jayda is here. Let me pull up the ones that I just saved, and if it was one specific one that you saw that you really like, Jayda, let me know. So I'm just gonna go through numbering. This is just for Jayda's sake, not for us yet. We'll see if we need to do a poll or if she just wants to lock something in. So I'm just gonna number everything that could be a title page. So 1, not really, 2, 3, 4, this is just for Jayda's sake, 5, 6, I don't usually give this many options. Okay, that's the last one I have pinned, or I have saved. If it was something different, let me know. Today we finished March in Jayda's journal, so I can show you how the weekly spreads turned out. This is what we did for those. And then you're saying pastels for the colors. So let me start swatching a few pastel options. Number 5 was the one you were thinking, Jayda? Okay, so that was, oh, the Jayda Campbell one with the little piece of craft paper that said March on it. Is that the one? I definitely watched that actual YouTube video when it came out. Jayda Campbell, if you like florals, she is amazing. And I like her YouTube channel the best. She also does Instagram and TikTok and stuff, but her YouTube channel I found the most helpful if you're actually like, you know, trying to learn how to do any of that stuff. All right, this is not the pink I meant to grab. Slightly lighter lid, but deceptively not that, or slightly darker lid. Okay, let's choose a color palette. Oh, does she have a course? Okay. Jayda, so I can't really spell in the comments. Does someone want to write Jayda Campbell? Someone who knows who she is. Yes, you spelled it right, Kelly. Jayda Campbell. Yeah, that's her. She does things other than bullet journaling too. She does a lot of, yeah, this one is a Dutch door, Jayda. Is this the one you were thinking when you said 5? All right. One, 2, 3, 4. Let's choose a pastel pink, a different one. There were a few Dutch doors that I mentioned. But yeah, I wasn't here when she actually commented, so I don't know which one I had pulled up at the time. So yeah, this one would have been 5, and this one would have been 4, also a Dutch door, and then this one was 3, also a Dutch door. 3, 4, or 5 were all Dutch door options. Thanks for the follow, Gisela. I'm going to start a poll here for a pink, and of course, Jayda, as usual, if you want to veto any of these poll results, you can choose. We don't need to go with the poll results. I know you said pastels. You didn't specify like which colors of pastels yet, so I'm just going to start swatching a few colors, but if you're like, no, I don't want purple or I don't want pink, just let me know, and we will just scratch that. So we've got our pink options. Then let's get some purple options. And just so you know, this is 772. That's like our most commonly used pink. I feel like it looks a little more washed out than the other colors, but it is a more muted pink, but we love it. So right now we're choosing pink. The purple is just me trying to get ahead of the game. Thanks for the follow, Karina. All right. Oh, we had a tie between pink option 2 and option 4. Jayda, would you like to break the tie, or do you want one of the moderators to break the tie, because they don't get to vote? So 2 and 4 are these two. Jayda likes 4. Okay, 4 it is. Then let me put up another 4 option poll. Start. Okay. And again, if you are like, no, I didn't want purple, just tell me that. I'll scratch out the purples. But yeah, when I think of tulips, I feel like I think of either like pink and yellow combo or pink and purple combo as like the primary pastel colors, you know? But you can let me know if you want that to be different. All right, for purple number 2 1, and Jayda, if you want that changed, you just let us know. Let's do another poll here for yellow. And yeah, if you don't want to use all 3 of these colors, you can just pick your favorite 2. 1, 2, 3, or 4 for a pastel yellow. Emma, I typically don't check what she voted for, but if she comments that she wants that one, then we lock it in. So that's what I'll stick with here. The poll is in that little blue and white box up there. And then we'll choose like our primary green for the stems and leaves, but I will choose probably another green to complement it. But we can at least vote for one of them. And then for yellow, is that yellow that number 2 won as well? Okay, let me start one more pull here for green. So number 2 won for yellow, 1, 2, 3, or 4 for the green. I'm sorry, Jayda, I missed it. Was there one of those cover pages that you wanted to just choose right off the hop, or do you want us to take a poll? I can pull them up again if you want. All right, for green, number 1. All right, so that will be our kind of starting point color palette. And then we'll see if we need to add or change anything along the way. Our Bible study starts early tonight because it's a supper. So I will not be sticking around for long. So we won't actually start drawing it, but I would love to lock in which cover design we're doing. Jayda, would you like me to show you the cover designs again or start a poll? What are you thinking for the cover layout? You want to see them again? For sure. So this is just for Jayda's purposes right now. And if she wants us to do a poll, then I'm gonna narrow it down to like 4 of these instead of showing you all of them. I forgot to include this one the first time, so the numbering is gonna be different than last time, because last time I started 1 over here, but I'm gonna start from here this time, Jayda. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is one of our Dutch doors. Then 5 is another Dutch door. This will be 6, another Dutch door. And then this is 7. So I can swipe through them one more time for Jayda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. So yeah, let me know if you want to lock one in or if you want us to take a poll. You like number 4? Perfect. So that was the Leela Journals, very whimsical one. This one? I feel like I need to reiterate, I'm not arty. So it's not gonna look the same as hers. She is incredible at the delicate whimsical doodles, but we will take that format and use that for your title page then. Sounds good. So let me just show you guys where we are at in here. And then I'm gonna get going upstairs so that I can prepare for our Bible study, I think. I don't hear the boys. I feel like they should be up and getting ready. But this is where we're at in Jayda's journal. We did our January theme, this pink New Year's design. And then February, we've got our Valentine's stamps. With these weeklies. March is our Lucky Charms theme, which is what we just finished today. We were working on the weekly spreads. and then we will start on April tomorrow. So let me take you guys down for a quick second here. Thank you guys so much for joining today. So yeah, like I said, we'll be back tomorrow to work on April. We do have 2 orders that came in closer to the end today that we didn't have a chance to pack, but we'll pack those tomorrow. The freebie this week for all orders is those free journal mystery kits that you may have seen when we were packing Katie's order. So if you would like to grab that, you can grab a journal anytime before Sunday. That promo will end on Sunday and we'll start a new one. So tomorrow's live will be an evening live. So whatever time it is for you right now, about 4 hours later than this is when I typically start my evening lives. And yeah, if you'd like to know what we're going to be working on, what time, you can find me on Instagram as Rylee Autumn. That's where I share announcements like that. And if you want to catch the replay of today's live or any other live stream over the past year, you can find that on my YouTube channel, which is Rylee Autumn as well. Jennifer, next week's promo, no. I am open to feedback. I'll take ideas. Thanks, Robin. They must do some kind of filter on here because I'm not that glowy in real life. Also, I think my curls might be making a comeback. I told you guys how my hair used to be super curly and then it went totally straight when I had my first 2 kids. And now they're starting to come back from the bottom. So we'll see what that turns into. But yes, I am open to feedback on next week's freebie. So if you have ideas, just let me know. You can let me know here in the chat. You want BOGO to be an option? Okay, I'll put buy one, get one as one of the options in the Instagram poll. This week was the mini journal kits. So we've been doing 3 little mystery items. So like markers, stickers, the fine liners are gone now. Stamps, like alphabet stamps, a bunch of different options. You get 3 mystery items with your journal. That's the freebie this week for all journal orders, even including B grade this week. And then yeah, next week we just need to decide what we want to do. We could do like the acrylic marker thing. We could do a buy one, get one, some kind of free personalization. We've already done those, but we'll see. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining and I will see you tomorrow evening.